really want to thank, before I ask this question, I want to take this special moment to wish each and everybody happy Sunday. My queens and kings around the globe, I want to thank you all for attending Dream Team webinar fireside chat with our Honorable Mr. Michael Williams Ames. I want to also take this moment to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing each and everyone today, this morning, this afternoon, or evening. The reason I'm thanking Him is because not everyone is alive today. The air that you and I were breathing, people are dead right now. So we really need to thank God for it. And I want us to take a special moment to to pray to our uh, brother engineer Kamal, his mother. We just want that, we praying that let his mother get well sooner. We want the best for her so that he will not be happy, because we want him to go out there and continue to do this work that he was assigned to by our Heavenly Father. I also want to thank God for sending somebody so important to all of us, Mr. Ash Farrell, because if it wasn't for him, I would not even know Mr. Michael Williams Ames. I would know each and everyone here. Want to thank him for what he has done, because he made that statement, either I do or I die. That's what he says all the time. He is here to eradicate poverty and to uplift humanity. Now, Mr. Michael Williams, I want to thank you for coming here. Despite the fact that I say I have 10 questions, I will only give two, because I know a lot of people have. But the shortest question will be, where do you think, where do you see ONPASSIVE in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years from today? You're muted, sir. Yeah, thank you.
It'll be here, right? That's the short answer. It'll be here, but certainly I think we'll be well on our way in rolling out our products to the public. Certainly 2 years from now, I believe that millions of people will be enjoying OnPassive's products. We're at I would say a crossroad right now, right? We're on that verge of the tipping point, where this company starts to, let's say rock and roll, for lack of a better term. So imagine, if this is where we are right now, imagine where we'll be 2 years from now. I think all of us as brand ambassadors, we'll be in a very good place. There's no doubt about that. But more importantly, I believe the public, because as I said earlier, that's who it's all about. The public is who's going to benefit, the most from utilizing the products that are being implemented and created. So we're going to be a household name. I believe in 2 years is not long, right? To me, that's just around the corner. But I believe we'll be a household name by that time. So certainly, as we go beyond that, 5 years, 10 years, my word, lives would have been changed already, right? Lives would have been transformed. I believe this planet will be a different place 10 years from now, certainly, because of OnPassive. But we'll start to see those changes in the immediate future. Certainly within the next 12 months, we will see it. We will experience it. And as a result of that, that's how it's going to go viral. As people start to reap the rewards and see what OnPassive power is all about, it will go viral. And the viral aspect of the business is what's going to drive those millions upon millions to come as we become a household name. So we're positioned certainly in a very, very good place as brand ambassadors to take advantage of that, to benefit tremendously from that. So we're good.
Thank you. All right. In light of the fact that The IT industry is somewhat fluid because of the erosion of artificial intelligence. Where does ONPASSIVE stands today, in your opinion? Because of the competition that we have out there.
So again, we know that people will use AI for good and for bad, right? So uh, I believe OnPassive is at the forefront, of the development of artificial intelligence technology. I think we are ahead of the game. If we look back to what we started doing back in 2018, what were we doing then within OnPassive? What was OnPassive about back in 2018? Certainly, we've expanded and grown beyond that, to where the company had the foresight to delve into that realm of AI technology and not just piggybacking off what others were doing. OnPassive was there in the beginning to get in this wave of the new way of generating wealth going. So we are at the forefront of that. We're not followers. We're actually leading. And when we look at, even just take O Connect and look at it, compare that to the platform that we're using before, we can see a difference. And yet it's in its infancy, right? This is just the beginning stages of O Connect, as opposed to that other platform. Well, they've been around for about 4 years or whatever, right? So compare to 4 years of what that technology is to OnPassive, not even a full year as yet with O Connect. So I would say that we're at the forefront of that space. And I think that, we're well positioned and poised, to benefit tremendously and be a leader in that space as well. Not just, be there. Competition wise, OnPassive is not competing with any other company because other companies will use our technology. Other companies will use our tools and products. So we're not competing with other companies, but we'll be able to help other companies grow and expand their brand. That's what OnPassive is about. So when you position yourself like that, you can only win, right? If you were actually competing against another company now, then okay, when you compete, there's usually only one winner, right? When you're competing. In our case, yeah, we're not competing with any. We're not competing, like, who are we competing with? We're not competing with I don't know, Dell Computers, IBM, Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon. We're not competing with any of those companies. When we really think about what OnPassive is putting together, we should be able to see how other companies will be able to use what we offer, even by having our own data center, as an example, right? We know that a lot of companies use Amazon Web Service, right? AWS right now for that. Okay, OnPassive has its own data center. Not only will it use it for its own benefit, but also outsource it where other companies will come to OnPassive and use that as a service. So it'll be our revenue generation point as well for the company. So these are the types of things that we're talking about that OnPassive is doing, as to why I say it's a leader in that space. We haven't seen anything yet. And I think, as our CEO said, in the next few days and weeks, we're going to start to hear a lot of good news coming down the pipeline, that people are going to start to kind of wake up, to see that this company is not just a mere company. It's going to be a giant in the industry. We will be a leaders, and we get to say that, yeah, we were there from the beginning when the company was nothing.
Thank you so much. Even though I have the remaining 7, I will just allow Sister Yvonne to continue. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Queen Dr. Benny. So, Brother Michael, thank you very much, of course. I mean, I'm going to just say that it would take a deliberate effort to misunderstand what you were saying, because you have laid out the OnPassive story so many times and so clearly that I don't see how anyone can miss it. I'd like to thank Sister Julie Pierre for what she said. And I'd just like to just segue into one of the things she said about um, happiness is not a destination, it's a journey.
Mhm.
And you get diverted sometimes by your mindset or whatever that distracts you. So back to unpassive, I'm just trying to tie those things. It's the same thing with unpassive. It's not every day you get up and you have to learn hard things, and there are things that you didn't plan on or whatever the story is. And so I think this is what you're trying to tell us, right? That unpassive is your business. And even if it was a separate business, not unpassive, you wouldn't have glorious days every day in it,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Isn't that what you're saying, sir?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, right.
You have to learn new things, you have
Mhm.
setbacks, just like that. So, as I said, you would have to be deliberately obtuse not to understand what you are saying. Just stay engaged. Think of it as your business, because if not unpassive, as you say, what then? What else? And as we've come to this point, we notice that, because even now, I've been in passive since 2019, the amount of things coming my way, and you can just say, been there, done that, not the same, not the same, not the same. So thank you very much for laying it out again and again and again. Really appreciate when you do come here, because as you hear, you have that serious face, and so do I. That's where I'm coming from as well. I'm not a giggly person. It's just not me. And this is another thing I love about Unpassive, because there's a place for me here, right? I don't
Mhm.
have to be anybody else. So I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much. Now, are we getting ready for questions, or should I shut up and let somebody else have a go?
No,
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead and ask a question, my dear sister.
Ernest.
I see a few questions in the chat. So this is a
Yeah,
time.
yeah, they've been piling up, and I would like to
Yes, go ahead.
give it. Okay, so this question is from Reka Carol Ramani, and I'll just read it, Mr. Williams, and you can hear it clearly, and then you can. Ash Sir said in the 360 this time, users can purchase a product just by utilizing the products. Is this gonna start after commercial, or is it in force at the back office even now, just now? Like, do we, something about, do we use O-Train or mail? Is the engagement bonus being counted even now? Now, I hope you understand that, or should I repeat any part of it?
no, no, no. I understand it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, folks, my best suggestion to people is simply wait. Just be patient and wait.
Mm-hmm.
If everything is going to make perfect sense and it's going to be made clear to all of us, and I know where that question is coming from. People want to be able to do an activity and generate income as a result of that activity, right?
Yeah.
Such as I log into my account, I got a bonus for logging into my account, right? That's what people are looking for. I clicked something, so I got an income because I clicked something. Because then now they can quantify that. They can then say, okay, well, if I go click 10 times, I'm going to make X amount of dollars, etc. But again, let's understand the true essence of what OnPassive is, right? A real business. It's not a game. It's not a money game. It's not, something that's, play. You understand? Like, it's a real business, folks. And what do real business do? They sell products. That's where your money's going to come from. Okay. I'm talking real money. I'm not talking about, okay, maybe you're going to get a bonus because you verified your account. Okay, so there's 10 old coins because you verified your account. But that's not real money, though, is it? Okay, you get a welcome bonus that we've received already. Okay, for 10. Okay, but that's not real money, though. When I say real money, meaning that's not going to change your life, right? So the real money is not going to come from any type of engagement bonus, or it's going to come from products being sold, right? The good news is that it doesn't have to be you personally selling it. Meaning, I did not call up Susie and say, hey, Susie, you want to buy this product, right? I did not physically send something out to John and say, hey, John, buy this product, right? the whole idea is to have an automatic process. Use an automation whereby I can say, hey, I'm going to buy $50 worth of traffic and have that traffic directed to my domain name. And that's all I need to do, because the process will then take over from there. People, the traffic, the $50 worth of traffic that I purchased, and I'm just using as an example, folks. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to buy a $50 product. We don't know what that price or anything is going to be. I'm just using it as an example, okay? So I don't want to see no posts all over Facebook and other social media platforms that's saying that this is what was said, okay? It's an example, right? So you'll be able to purchase that traffic, and then the traffic goes to your domain name, which is going to be your website, all the information that the customer or potential customer needs to see. You understand me? And that's part of the sales process. So think about that, though. Everyone can do that. Everyone. I don't care who you are. Everyone can go in and say, okay, I'm going to buy some traffic today, and this is where I want the traffic to go, and then I walk away, right? Because then that just triggers the process for people, real eyeballs, to see what it is that I'm offering, and if they like what they see, they're going to buy it, right? It's as simple as that. Or they get a free OES account, and when they're inside there, they see all the various products, and then they can pick and choose what they want. You understand, folks? Right? It's a process. So don't get caught up with engagement bonus or any other type of bonus in this. There may be those things. We have to wait to see what is presented to us, right? But just know that your wealth, because I believe that's what people are looking for, right? That wealth that we've always talked about, generational wealth and all this, that's not a couple $100 a month. It isn't. That's not going to provide you generational wealth. Okay. I did not join ONPASSIVE to make a couple $100 a month. Okay. I just wouldn't have joined if that was the case. Okay. I'm being truthful with you. I wouldn't have. Right. So the point is, learn and understand where and how the money is made, and then see how you fit into that process as to how you're going to benefit from it. There's a reason why the company's doing all these branding, right? All this branding, there's a reason for it. Okay, you need to create awareness. People need to know ONPASSIVE's name. Okay, as far as everything that we have is going to be powered by ONPASSIVE. So I may have XYZ domain name that has no mention of ONPASSIVE in the name of the actual website. Okay. But the products that I'm providing, though, they're powered by ONPASSIVE. They're created by ONPASSIVE. You understand me? Even though it's my business, it's like you selling some products, and these products were made by Nike, let's say, right? Everybody knows Nike, right? So you're selling products. You didn't make it. Nike did, but you're selling them, though, right? And you make money as a result of that. So we're selling ONPASSIVE products. You're not ONPASSIVE. I'm not ONPASSIVE, right? But we're selling products that were made, that were created by ONPASSIVE, and we benefit from that, right? Through an automatic process. So stay away from engagement bonus and other bonus and all this other stuff. That's not going to be the source of your true wealth, okay? Or getting bonuses for clicking this or logging in this or liking this. That's not going to be your source of wealth. It's going to come from the sales of products, okay? Apple, sales of products. Microsoft, sale of products. Amazon, sale of products. That's how people generate revenue, or the company generates revenue, right? ONPASSIVE is no different. But the company will find ways and means as to how to distribute and how to share the revenue with people, okay? They'll find ways and means to do just that, okay? Because everything has to be on board. Everything has to be 100% legal, blah, 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 right? So leave that to the company. Just know that you're going to be taken care of as to how they dice it up, as to how they slice it, as to how, what they may put into place to say, hey, you know what? If you get engaged, then you may earn a certain amount of credits. And then these credits may be worth, a certain amount of old coins, which equals a US dollar, blah, blah. You understand? We don't need to get into that part of it. Just know that the company will generate revenue from sales of products, and we will share in that. And that's where your wealth is going to come from.
Thank you very much, Brother Michael. Okay, so I saw two other questions here. One, this was not for you, I don't think, Brother Michael. It's for Sister Patience. I think this is for you. When will the recording be available, please? Someone, is it?
Well, as soon as possible. Hopefully, right. I'm going to check again.
Okay, all right. Well, and it's a YouTube, right? It's a YouTube video?
I'm going to upload it to YouTube, yes.
Okay, great. So this was asked a very long time ago from the very beginning. So I hope that Ms. Rodriguez is here. She wants to translate it into Portuguese, she said. So that's the point of that. And then I saw that you answered the question about packages. So I think that's it for me. You answered the question about the packages in the chat. Sure. I saw that answer.
Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, the big package and small package. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
So and Mamadu's hand is up, and I don't know
whose hand?
I am now.
Okay, that's Dr. Benny.
Yes,
I'm here too.
Okay, Pastor Paul, you didn't raise your hands now. How will I know? Okay, never mind.
You cannot raise his hand.
Just kidding.
He's a co-host. He doesn't have a hand.
I'm sorry.
He's a part-timer in this platform.
My hand has been cut off.
Okay, never mind. Dr. Pat, you said it was Brother Mumudu?
I think Pastor Paul was next. Brother Mumudu was.
Pastor Paul was first.
Okay. Pastor Paul,
all right.
Could you please proceed? I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you very much. My own question will go to Dr. John. But before the question, I want to appreciate our big brother in the house and all the presenters before Michael. And I want to really appreciate Michael for all he has been doing. Aside the public assistance and presence all over the places, he does a lot that is not supposed to even be attending to privately, considering his time. But I really envy his spirit, because it's beyond humility, it's beyond gentility, it's beyond whatever we can think of. But I believe it's an endowment divinely. And we pray that he will continue. God will give him the grace and the strength to continue. And so then, coming to Dr. John, he asked a question, though I want to see if I can provide an answer based on my experience. And when I love John update today, was sold because he's following it line by line from his own explanation, which makes it more understanding and more flowing. So I enjoyed the update. But there is one question he asked, and I thought I have an answer. So he said, why will people want to go and look at or visit offices? And then my answer is, the reason is very simple. I think it's because Dr. Pat has once gone to ONPASSIVE station in Dubai to enjoy the train, only her, without carrying some of us along. And so I think that is one of the reasons why all of us want to go visit the ONPASSIVE offices globally. Thank you very much. You can look at it, whether my answer is correct.
And I'm going to add to that to say that
you are so true.
Yeah, I'm going to add to it and say that, is what I said earlier, that seeing is believing, and so you have some folks that, they physically want to go to the office to see, okay, is there a real office there? And but I just think that we're beyond that at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. People have been, ripped off and scammed and all sorts of stuff, in the past. And so, I get it in 2018, 2019, even maybe 2020. You understand? But where we are right now, like, no one should have that mindset that, well, I need to go, in Egypt and to see if they actually have an office in Egypt. I need to go over to Dubai And I think we're beyond that because we've seen so much. You understand? We've seen so much. So I think, we really should be beyond that, where we're looking for, verification and all these things. At this stage, it's either you believe or you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's that simple, right? We tend to complicate things that we don't need to complicate. It really is that simple. It's either we believe or we don't. And if you don't believe, that's your prerogative. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's perfectly okay. I'm not one of those that's, what do you mean you don't believe? And da-da-da-da. No. If you don't believe, hey, that's okay, right? Yeah. And if you believe, you're just a wise person. That's all. You understand? Because that's a wise thing to do because you've seen so much, right? How can you see all that you see and then you don't believe? That makes no sense at all. Like none whatsoever. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the example I can give? If my kids them come to me and they're showing me their marks, and I'm seeing, okay, yeah, you're getting this, yeah, you get this, and and I've seen it over the years, right? Good grades after good grades after good grades. Why in the world would I believe that my child don't have the ability to get good grades? Like, why would I believe that when I've seen so much evidence that they're always getting good grades? So if all of a sudden they start to get bad grades, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because that's not you, right? So when I'm seeing all these good things in ONPASSIVE year after year after year after year, I'm seeing good things, right? Why would all of a sudden the thought just come, what if this is all a lie? Like, I need more proof. I have to see, like, what is there that you need to see when you've seen so much already? Mm-hmm. So to me, it just comes back to seeing is believing, and I think either you actually believe in this business that we're actually going somewhere with this, that you're actually going to benefit from this. It's either you believe that or you just don't. And I'm not in that convincing business. My words may sound like I'm trying, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm just speaking how I feel and what my beliefs are, right? But trust me, if you don't believe that this company is different than everything else that's out there, you got some issues. You really do. Some underlying issues. And you may need to go see a psychologist, to kind of get that dealt with. Because this is the real deal, folks. If you don't know what the real deal looks like, well, let me just tell you. This is the real, this is what you want, and this is what you need. What you want and what you need. That's ONPASSIVE.
Yeah.
Well, I was there. I took a video with me when they were announcing that the next stop is ONPASSIVE, and I was told it was Photoshop.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so some people just have to see with their own eyes. I was told it was Photoshop.
Oh no.
I like standing, the writing is at the back, and the voice is coming that the next stop is ONPASSIVE. They said it in Arabic, said it in English, with my picture, and I was told it was Photoshop.
But Dr.
P. Thomas, yes.
Dr. P, listen, I've seen YouTubers that are not in ONPASSIVE, okay? YouTubers that they're, talking about top 10 things to do in Dubai or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They have their own independent videos. And I see ONPASSIVE in those videos. You understand? And this is not someone that's in ONPASSIVE. These just, you can go on YouTube and type in, top 10 countries to live in, or, all sorts of stuff that you can go type in, right? And we were watching something one day, and this video popped up, and we're watching this video, and it's like, oh, look, guys, I'm showing my family, look in the background, right? And you're able to see so you think somebody photoshopped that, and this person has nothing to do with ONPASSIVE. You know what I mean? Like people are just yeah. You can't please everyone. You can't.
You can't. Yeah.
And it's, but Michael he said something that I was going to bring it in this part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I said you were throwing a lot of little shade at me, but maybe you didn't know. I have 5 kids, and they all played school sports. Okay, And I was one of those parents that said there will be the LeBron James, there will be the Maradonas, there will be, let me tell you, I paid private lessons, public lessons, take them to the best tryouts, to the best club. I was that soccer mom, volleyball mom, basketball mom, flying across the country. And let me tell you, one day I sat and I was thinking, I said, sometimes some of the kids have zero, you know that they cannot even make it, okay? They cannot even, you see the control of the ball. You know that these are no athletes whatsoever. But trust me, we believe in our kids. We were there. We were like every Saturday, Sunday, winter in the heart of, there was a tournament every year. I said, I'm not going to go to this tournament. It's the weekend of Thanksgiving. It's one of the coldest weekends here in the US. Trust me. But every year we were there because we believe our kids were the best. Sure. They were going to be the best international player, next international player. So we I think I spent more than that 40,000. You were saying, no?
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
So I said you were trying little, but you see, when you believe in something,
yeah,
the consistency, the effort, we're there day in, day out, 7 days a week practicing, means practicing and playing a game. 7 days a week, we did not stay in our home. Okay.
Yep.
So when I sit here, somebody said, "Why are you running a meeting on ONPASSIVE every week?" I believe in it.
Yeah.
Right.
My kids came here for Easter weekend, and they said, "Mom, you got to a space that you are in this. You are now in that zone that after God is ONPASSIVE." I said, "You know, I don't. Why did you visit me? You know, ONPASSIVE is waiting." I said, "This is Easter Sunday." I said, "I understand. I've gone to church already. I have to do ONPASSIVE." But what I just wanted to add is that you said something: consistency, belief, mindset, right? Some of us did not take it to the business way yet. I will not lie, right? But I believe that I go to school, I'll be the best. I believe that somebody's having an A, I can have an A.
Yeah.
But the part my brain did not develop, I did not believe that I can start a business. So when I got this opportunity to come to ONPASSIVE, and like I try one or two things like reluctantly. Oh Lord, have mercy. I think I was a consumer of the products. I don't think I sold a single product. Okay, and I put a lot of money inside. I could not. I just believed that I could not do it. The mind, it can really, really put us in captivity.
Yes.
But something happened when I just saw ONPASSIVE. Then when you get somebody, as I said, Michael Williams speaks, Jeffrey Murdoch speaks, and then our CEO, you see them speaking from the heart. There's no agenda. Right? I did not come to ONPASSIVE through Michael Williams. But he will commit his time to come here and share with us. Then you see the heart, you know that there's no hidden agenda.
Yeah.
There's somebody that's coming to convince me that come to ONPASSIVE, get ONPASSIVE account, stay in ONPASSIVE. No, it's coming from the heart. He said it, he's speaking his truth, and that's why he can come and naturally.
Yes.
His face is serious, his voice, but he delivers it with humility naturally. There's no arrogance here.
Nope.
So when they say everybody can win in ONPASSIVE, this is not a joke.
Nope.
I have one, Mama Eddie, I think she's in the platform today from South Africa. She's leading her group in South Africa. She says she's old. I said, "No, Mama, you're young. I've learned a lot from you." She's here day in, day out learning. So ONPASSIVE has put me to shame that I tried to read a little bit. Because there's a saying that if you put 1 million in a book, a lot of us would not be able to get it because we don't read. And I think I was one of that, but I wanted just to do my science, do my maths. I didn't want to be bothering myself with extra things. Just give me the numbers. Let me crunch it. That was my passion. But thank you. I know there are 2 hands or 4 hands up. Thank you. I'm not saying it because you are here. I'm really serious. But suppose said something. You don't only do it physically. You have a lot in the background. People that you don't know. They are not in your organization. But because of the ONPASSIVE spirit, that everyone will win we are here because we want to ensure that everyone should win. Even if you cannot read, we'll come here and explain it. We did this update. We could have told everybody, go and read it. Go to your OES, because some people cannot read. They didn't go to school. They're not literate. Some are not English speakers. They cannot read the English. So if they come here, people can interpret. That's why some of these platformers. So thank you all for what you're doing. Trust me, maybe the money I spend on all the sports of my kids are often a business, but because I love my kids and I believe that I'll get some money from them playing, I did that. Thank God they all stop now. I can keep some of that change in my pocket. Now, this is a fun. My kids were so into the sport, and when they went to college, and when they said I'm not playing, I said, "What do you mean you're not playing college? I'm looking for you to be this star so I can make money." Hey, Mom, I'm not going to be any star. I said, "How can you not see it? I'm seeing star in you, but you cannot see it. Why? Seriously, I see you being the next star. I see you playing the Olympics. I see you playing the World Cup. Come on, you cannot give up now." They say, "Mom, sorry, we're not doing it. All the money I put in, right?" So we didn't put a lot in ONPASSIVE. Let's keep holding on and let's keep believing. I'll shut my mouth and say if I get excited, I don't like to get excited. I can go on and on forever. And I always say, thank God, there's no founding position. I said, Mike have been throwing jab at me at all angles. There's no founding position. When he used to come here every Sunday, and then he did one thing that he doesn't know, that he was the cause. He taught me how to put a dot in the power of that dot. I didn't have to create any email again. I said, "Oh, I have them." Just when I start putting dots, right? So, that phase is gone. We are here now. Let's keep believing. We are here now. How many hours using our own product? Okay, that's what our brother is saying. Stop being this doubting Thomas. You're using your own product. It's not only seeing the money in our account. That's the job mindset. This is a business mindset. We've developed something. We are using it. They're upgrading it every day. They're not telling us to go and click to upgrade. It does it automatically. It's dynamic. I come every day. They've added new things. Things have changed. I did never click that update. It's dynamic. So let's be proud of where we are and where we are going. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Benny and Queen Yvonne. Let me shut my mouth.
Thank you very much.
Organic and dynamic.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I have 4 hands up.
Okay, go ahead, Dr. Ben, because there are no questions, chat.
Thank you. Let me go to Brother Mumudu. Could you please proceed with your question or comment? Thank you.
Yes, Queen Dr. Benny. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to everybody. This is the handsome man speaking. First of all, I just want to appreciate Queen Julie. You know, her mindset was outstanding. Everything she said was on point. Thank you very much and keep doing it. You know, you touch a lot of soul. And also to our big brother, Brother Michael. Oh my goodness. You are the most consistent person I have ever met. 3.5 years ago, since I've become a founding member of this noble blessing, you've always motivated me. And thank you for all the time you are sparing for us to educate us and inspiring us. And for Dr. Pat and others, thank you very much for creating this avenue where we always continue to learn and understand our business. You know, I always said I don't have any question, and that's true, because I don't have any question about ONPASSIVE. But the only question I have today is, why do Momodu Jallo don't have a question about ONPASSIVE? Can anybody answer me, please?
Because you chose the system. And you're the most handsome man in the world. That's what you said. All right. But Mama, that's a funny one. I think because you trust the process. Am I right? Okay.
Yes. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much, Brother Momodu. We appreciate you. We love your smile. Thank you for coming here and for loving this amazing dream team. Yes, please. Before I proceed, I believe the next person, uh, um, Dr. Pat, despite the fact that it's not going to tell me who came first. So I'm going to call for Theodore Williams. Brother Vitel, you're going to be last because I know that you have a lot to say. I hope you don't mind. Sorry.
Hey, good afternoon. You did the right thing. I didn't want Vital go before me because Vital is long, man.
Oh, so I was right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're sure right. But I just want to be shocked because just like you all were talking about seeing is believing, and Michael bring it up, I recruited one guy and he was okay. He didn't give me much problem, but when we had to activate, I called him a couple times and he just never answered me. So guess what happened to him? He had a trip to go to Dubai. And he actually went to Dubai. And when he came back, he called me, man. He said, he said, Theo, I was on the train. And he said, the next stop is a passive stop. And when he looked, he see all this side. He said, man, he was blown away. He took pictures and he actually came back and showed me. And I did have no problem with that guy. He activated his account. And I was happy. I wish so many of us to do that because I don't know, some of us getting problem just to activate the account. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
Wow.
Just be aware of the words that you're using to bring your team, because that word you said may not be appropriate.
All right. Thank
What
you.
word is that, please?
What is the word?
Recruit.
Yeah.
The recruit.
Okay.
Invite.
Oh,
Invite is
okay.
the word.
Right.
Invite, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you
Yep.
so much,
You.
Brother Theodore. We appreciate you coming here and thank you for your question. Or thank you for your comment. Before I proceed calling on Brother Alfred, I want to take this moment to thank Queen Julie Pierre. I never
Yes.
knew that I would see you here presenting. We appreciate you and we love you. I want to thank our, what should I say? I just want to thank my greeting team, those who greeted us this morning, this evening. Thank you so much. I would say Sister or Miss Marie Pendi. Thank you. We love you. I mean, because of the love that you have within this country or within ONPASSIVE, you love ONPASSIVE, and I see how you brag about ONPASSIVE. We really appreciate you.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you too. Thank you. I love everyone who comes here every week. We love you, especially these special guest speakers. I enjoyed this webinar today, especially because we had abundance of knowledge from our esteemed leader, Michael Williams Ames. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Marie Pendi. I also want to thank Dr. John for the update. Dr. John, I know you love your wife so much. Dr. John Ajongwe, thank you. We love you and we appreciate everything that you do, and we appreciate the love that you have with your wife and your entire family. I know I say what I say because I mean what I mean. I mean it. So thank you. I want to thank Queen Kanla and Queen Irene. I love you guys. Thank you for moderating our brother Michael Williams. Thank you so much. Thank you, Queen Yvonne Finn, Dr. Pat. I thank each and everyone. All right, brother Chair Alfred, are you available, please, for your question or comment?
Yeah, Dr. Smiley, how are you doing?
I'm cool.
Good afternoon, everyone here. Let me say hi to everyone. I missed you guys this morning. I was on the highway Listening to Julie Pierre, some places the internet was not cooperating with me, but however, I did catch a little bit. Thank you for that wonderful mindset. And to all my greeting teams here, Sister Marie Pendy, thank you for taking the load by yourself today. It was good to hear you. My brother, Michael Williams, Inc., thank you very much. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for stepping up. As I sent you information, you say you must be precise because we need to get this one shot. We have one shot to get this right. And you did. I want to say thank you because some of the accounts that I did send to you, my niece was just kind of being one of those doubting Thomas. That how can I just pay money and my account is not activated? No matter what I was telling her, she would not even really buy what I was saying. I just said, just be patient. Michael Williams will do the magic. She does not even know Michael Williams, but I said, I keep calling that name. You know, she went on YouTube and was look up and listen to some of your webinars where you have spoken. Came back to me and said, man, he could deliver. I believe you now, Uncle. I believe you. So I just want to say thank you for coming to this platform and be that rocket fuel that you inject to this dream team. And it's going to take everyone maybe a couple of weeks before that fuel dissipate into to people's body. So thank you. I just want to say thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I know we have like two more people, but the next will be Brother Vitel. But Brother Vitel, before you proceed, I want to thank Brother Michael Williams M. There's something that you said that I had to say something. You make us to understand that God comes first to you. It makes me happy because he is our creator. Everything to you, you said before coming here, you had to pray to God, and God knows what to do to you. There was something that God gave you. He gave you, I believe, all the answers, and you were able to deliver it. We appreciate you, Mr. Michael Williams Ames. Thank you so much for supporting here. This our dream team. Thank you for the love that you have within ONPASSIVE. You love I see how you brag too much about ONPASSIVE. Anyway, I love ONPASSIVE too. Thank you. Brother Vitel, could you please proceed with your question or comment?
Thank you, Dr. Benny. I have both. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Sister Julie for those 7 beautiful tips that she gave. 7 tips to happiness. They were all on the money. And as usual, you did a very outstanding job. Now, Brother Michael Williams, AIM. I think it was Franklin D. Roosevelt that usually have this fireside chat with the American people from time to time. And that really helped to inspire the American people. And every time you come into this forum, sir, you inspired us very greatly. I want to thank you for that. Because I saw you going back to the same theme time and time again. If not ONPASSIVE, what else? I must have a confession to make, Michael, that I was once a doubtful doubting Thomas. I was a doubting Thomas. I know. Guess what? You can't shut me up anymore. So it's all right to be a doubtful Thomas, doubting Thomas. Because when my sister first introduced ONPASSIVE to me, I just I was a doubting Thomas at the time until I I did my research and came to understand what this was all about. And then I was all in afterwards. I was all in. I threw in all the chips. And so when you keep going back to your main theme, if not ONPASSIVE, what? And because you mentioned that ONPASSIVE is a beacon of hope for us, and that our future depends on it. And I go back and you look at, you see that life is about choices, and we have made the choice to be ONPASSIVE. Let's stay focused. And I hear you, sir. And it's all about the mindset. It's all about the business mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset that people need to inculcate in themselves. And we have, you said we have seen enough. I know you know that ONPASSIVE is real. I mean, you don't have to, Mr. Ashmafar is what he has put out and what he has on a day-to-day basis. You know, nobody does that type of stuff unless something is real. You would have grabbed whatever you could grab, and you're gone a long time ago. And we still have people who are doubting, but you know, I pity them. I really pity them, Michael. And sometimes I get a little winded talking. So I think it's close to dinner time now, so I got to go. But I have a question for you. Billionaire Mark Cuban. I know I'm sure you're familiar with his recent comments that the first trillionaire is not going to be Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. It will be someone who masters and applies AI in the right way. In light of that comment by Mark Cuban, do you see ONPASSIVE being that company? Because you know we've been building organically from scratch quite a few years now, and I think and Mr. Ash was very methodical. He's not in any rush. You want to get it right. And those of us who understand business understand what he's trying to do, because in a business world, you don't have a second choice to make a first impression. Now, do you think we'll be with that $1 trillion company that Mark Cuban is talking about?
Well, let the numbers speak for themselves. In that, you know, I gave the example earlier about having 1 billion customers, right? And if each of those customers was spending $100, just $100 a month, that's 1.2 trillion, right, over the course of a year, right? You know, so having a customer based upon what we know, not just OConnect, that's just one paid product, right? We know OTracker is going to be a paid product, right? And the other products that are coming, it's very easy to see that a customer can't spend $100 a month with ONPASSIVE. When we look at what some people take a bulk mailer. Okay, bulk mailer is just a software that you use to send out a whole bunch of emails with a single click. Okay,
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're going to have our own bulk mailer. There are companies out there that I know because I use them that charge hundreds of dollars per month to use their bulk mailer. I know companies charge hundreds of dollars per month to use, you know, similar to our free product called Trim. And obviously with a webinar platform, we know what the cost is that, Zoom, for example, charges its customers and so on. So, when you look at all the products that we're going to have, and we're not talking, 5 years from now, the product, we're talking about, now and the immediate future, it's very conceivable that $100 a month from a customer, that's nothing, right? So, and to have 1 billion customers, I don't think that's a far-fetched number either, simply from the fact that we have 1.2 as a foundation, 1.2 million as a foundation as far as account holders go. When we had 100,000 customers, or 100,000 founders rather, we were talking about having 100 million customers in our first full year, out the gate. Okay, that's when we had 100,000 founders, right? Obviously, your number is a lot bigger than that. So therefore, to me, the projection would be a lot bigger than 100 million. So yeah, I can clearly see us. I'm not going to say that we're going to be that first company. I'm not going to say that. We don't know, but it is possible. It is possible. It's a realistic possibility that we could be a company, generating in excess of $1 trillion in that space, because that is the next wave. That's the next space. We've gone through, the internet phase, right? The .com, right? We've gone through, even with cryptocurrency, that influx. We've gone through that phase. Like, you can't go buy a Bitcoin now and become a gazillionaire from buying a Bitcoin today. It's not going to happen, right? You can still make money, but that's not going to, you miss that, right? We've missed that, right? People should have been buying Bitcoin when it was less than $1, when it was for pennies on the dollar. I mean, what do you have to lose, right? Put $100 here, $1,000 there, right? We missed that phase, okay? And so, the next phase really is artificial intelligence. And I believe that we are at the forefront. And as I said earlier, we're going to, when some of these news start coming down in the next little bit, we're going to realize that we are a company to be reckoned with in the marketplace. And as a result of that, we're going to see a large customer base coming, because we're doing things the right way. We want to focus on the end user, as opposed to focus on your bottom line, right? So that makes a difference in from marketing standpoint. So yeah, I fully believe that we will be a $1 trillion company. But again, I'm not going to say that we're going to be the first one in that space to be a $1 trillion company. But certainly we're going to be in the mix. There's no doubt about it. Based upon the model that we have put together, it is something that people are going to want and need, as I keep saying that. This ONPASSIVE is something people are looking for. They don't know it. They don't know the name. But this is what they're looking for, though. If they were to sit down and describe a business that they want to be involved in, it would be an ONPASSIVE. It would be ONPASSIVE. So we're positioned well for that. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that answer, because that's my feelings also. That's my feelings also, that we missed that .com era. We're not there when the IBMs and the Apple and the Amazon and all these companies are taking off. And now we have one chance to be a part of a $1 trillion company. Potentially a $1 trillion company. We have one chance, and if we can't see that, then we just need to chill out.
Change your lens. Change your lens in her.
Yeah, because I look back and see how fortunate we are to be a part of this. And that's the reason why, sir, that that doubting Thomas is no longer there. I'm all in.
Right. Well, we are a part of this for peanuts. For peanuts, right?
For nothing.
People can go buy, spend $1 million and get a McDonald's franchise, right? And the return on that $1 million is peanuts, right? You've got some McDonald's that their net profit. So again, after they've, all their expenses are out, what's left over? It's like 60,000, 100,000. Not because somebody owns a McDonald's mean that they're making millions of dollars. No. Okay? Not because someone owns any particular franchise mean they're making, no, but what they're making is passive income, right? People who go into real estate and they have, a lot of properties and so on. It doesn't mean that they're making a gazillion dollars. It doesn't work that way. Maybe they're making a few $100s a month. Maybe they're making a few $1,000s a month in cash flow and stuff like that. But the outlay, though, what did they put out? People that go, buy properties and flip them. They renovate them, fix them up, and then put them on the market. The outlay that they put out, though, to participate in that, you understand, right? What have we put in? These hedge funds that are out there managing hundreds of millions, even billions of dollars, right? Okay, they're not coming to you and say, okay, give me your $100, I'll put it into my hedge fund. No, you don't have enough to put in there. You're not a player, right? And so when we look at the returns that these hedge funds are providing to their clients, it's peanuts, right? But yet people are giving them, hey, here's $1 million, here's $10 million, here's $20 million to put into these hedge funds. And, hey, if they can get 10% for the year, they will be so happy, because in some places they're not even getting that. They're not even getting that, right? So I look at us, right? Again, not that this is an investment. So here where I'm going with this, I look at us just looking at the outlay. What did we put out, right, to get involved in this business? And I'm just comparing that to people out there, that's real people that are spending real money, spending thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions of dollars. And then I'm saying that's a large outlay that the majority of us, 99% of us, don't have to put out there, right? Because you should only invest what you can afford to lose, first and foremost, right? So we don't have that disposable money that we can put out there like that. And even if we did, what are you really gaining from that? People, oh, look at my stock portfolio. Like, really? Right? Oh, I have all these mutual funds. Okay, and, right? Most people, when they reach retirement age, they have nothing. You understand me? Compared to the money that they've earned working, right? When you compare that, whether they're making 50,000, 100,000, whatever they're making, and what they were able to save out of that over the years, and what they have at the end of the day, that's why this whole planet is having problems, economical problems, right? People just don't have it. That's why people are complaining. I see gas now here for like $1.63, per liters, right? So we're not in the gallon stuff like you guys in America, right? So it's $1.63 per liter, right? And people are struggling to pay that. People going into the grocery store and they're saying, well, I want to buy some grapes. They can't afford to buy grapes because of the cost, right? People are struggling. So they go buy the junk because they can't buy the food that is quote unquote good for you, right? Because even the good food is bad for you, right? With pesticides and all these other stuff, right? But the point is that people in ONPASSIVE are truly blessed because of the little outlay all of us could afford to get into ONPASSIVE, but all of us cannot afford, if it wasn't ONPASSIVE, to get into something else, because a true business requires a large outlay. You can't just get up and go, even if you want to go open up a restaurant, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. It's not going to cost you a couple $100. You understand? So when we look at that, that's why I keep saying ONPASSIVE is better than your job, because it does not require you to work 40 hours a week. Okay, it does not require that. Your job requires your effort, it requires your ability, your skills. Okay, it's better than the lottery, because the odds of you winning ONPASSIVE is it's this night and day because it's a done deal. You're going to succeed. You're going to win 100% certainty. Now, I can't tell you that you're going to be a millionaire or you're going to make, this, none of that stuff. But I can tell you that you're going to win. I can tell you that you're going to succeed. I'm going to tell you that you're going to be in a better position than if you weren't in ONPASSIVE. You understand? That's factual, right? It's better than you putting your money into anything that's out there. Because someone mentioned earlier about companies, that were brought to, I think it was Yvonne mentioned it, that were brought to their attention. But not just coming to your attention, is the companies that came and is gone already in that short space of time, right? That's the more alarming number, because there's been so many of them that have come and gone. They disappeared already. And people want to look at ONPASSIVE to think that, what's this thing called ONPASSIVE? What are they about? It's a strange animal. It's there, but it's not there. I'm like, oh, come on, right? The bottom line is you have something that is real. Like, again, someone mentioned we're using our own product for, 4 hours now, 5 hours now, that we've been using. It's a real product. Right? Here I am in Canada, there you are in the US, there you are in Cameroon, there you are, in India and so on, the UK, right? And we're all come together. It's real. So how are you going to tell me that, you guys ain't got no real product? Really? I just dismiss you because I say you have no sense. You have no sense whatsoever. Go get a free OES account and go try it out for 14 days for free. It didn't cost you no money at all. And you can see whether it's real or not real. Go use Mail and send a message to another email provider and see if the message is received. It's a real product. Go take Trim and go trim whatever long link you have, or if you want to mask a particular website or whatever you want to do with it, you can go use it, and people are charging money for that. You understand me? So when people are saying that, I just dismiss them. I don't have a conversation with them. I just say, yeah, you're an idiot.
No time to waste.
Move on, right? So when we look at all of that, my friend, right? How can people be doubtful Thomases? How can they? At this stage, like I said, I get it earlier. I get it. Well, we're human beings. And again, some of us been through some things, you know what I mean? So, oh boy, here we go again, blah, 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 right? But when you've seen everything though, you know what I mean? Everything is there for us. It's transparent, like too transparent as far as I'm concerned, to be honest with you, right? I tell her, I says, I wouldn't share all that information. I just wouldn't. You know what I mean? Right? When I think we were on a live webinar when he talked about, the refunding of the 97 and so on. I said, I wouldn't have done it. And I was being honest with him. I said, no, I wouldn't have. Right? Because of the value that people have received. You've spent $97. And if you're truthful with yourself, and if you've been paying attention, the amount of value that you actually received. Listen, there's a lot of stuff that I've shared over the years that people have paid thousands of dollars for. They've paid for it. You understand? And, not just me, I mean, other people as well, and so on. The point is, there's a lot of information because you can make money selling information, right? You can make money selling information, okay? What all these, public speakers and motivators and all these, gurus and what have you, what do? That's, they're selling stuff, right? Books, right? We can take a collection of information that's been shared in ONPASSIVE and put it into a book and go sell it and make money. I promise you we can do that. You understand? The information has been that good that we have all received since we've been here. We can take what our CEO has said to us and comb through it and take out, the meat out of everything and put it together in a book and go sell it. We could do that. You understand? We've received a lot of information. So that $97, I'm like, why are you giving it back for? You know what I mean? Like why? Right? Yeah, it's a credit and they can use it to buy. I get all that, but why? You know what I mean? That just speaks to the heart of the man. Didn't have to do it. It wasn't necessary, right? If I didn't get my $97 back, I'm still going to buy the product. I'm not going anywhere with or without it. You understand? And I believe a lot of other founders feel the exact same way because you know what's in store. You know what's in store. This company has the potential to create way more millionaires than any other company, period. Period. Pick any company you want to pick. Pick any company. Private company, public company, pick anyone, right? And look at how many millionaires they've created. Whether it be from people buying stocks in the company, or whether people were affiliates of the company or distributors of the company, whatever. Pick any one of them and compare the amount of millionaires that they actually created. And I'm telling you, ONPASSIVE will surpass that. And again, I am not saying that every single person on Passive is going to be a million. I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm not saying that that can't happen. I'm not saying that either. But that's not what the statement I am making is that ONPASSIVE will create more millionaires than any other company before it. Period. Hands down. Because that's what we have. When you have someone who's willing to give away everything, how can you not create those numbers? When you have somebody who says that, well, no, it's not about the company, lining its pockets. It's about if we can redistribute the wealth, because that's what it is. We're redistributing it, right? We receive it and then we redistribute it. And our hopes is for you to do the same, basically. Take care of yourself and your family. That's been the message for how long now, right? Take care of yourself and your family, right? So we're not saying leave yourself out. We're not saying, you be destitute and other people. No, take care of yourself and your family, and you will still have excess that you can use and then redistribute by helping people. How can you do that? Maybe you create a business. Maybe you create a company and you hire people. So you're stimulating the economy of your local community, right? Maybe you have a foundation and you're through donation, maybe you're working alongside other charitable organizations. You understand? You're able to redistribute in so many different ways, and that's how you're going to uplift humanity. It's a simple concept, but it takes a real person that actually have a real heart to actually make that happen. And that's what we have in our CEO.
And Michael, speaking about restaurants, you don't have a life. You don't have a life in those business. Recently, I know of
someone mic is open.
Hold on.
Sister Yvonne, can you close your mic, please? Sister Yvonne, your mic, please. Thank you.
I'm sorry?
Close your mic. Okay, excellent.
Just to let us know how fortunate and how blessed we are, Michael. A little unknown restaurant just started franchising here in Florida recently. Has not had one single franchise for themselves as yet. It's $30,000 for the franchise fee to begin with.
Wow.
Okay. It's the construction. Just the construction depends on the size of store you want. Anywhere from $300,000 to $800,000. Right?
And that's before you make a penny.
Before you make a penny.
That's right.
And then on top of that, he wants 6% of the gross.
Wow.
Just to use his name. And we put $97 out there and we're complaining. We should. I'm done, Michael. Thank you very much, sir, for your. You always inspire us when you come into this forum, and you're always blessed, and we welcome you back anytime.
Yeah, we're truly.
Thank you, Brother Vital. Yeah, we have two more. Yes, thank you, Brother Vital.
We are truly blessed, and the timing is perfect.
Michael Ojontambia.
All right. Let me move to the next person. Thank you, Brother Vital. We appreciate your question. We appreciate your comment. And we want to thank Mr. Michael Williams for the answers. Queen Pat Parent, are you still available, please? Before I can move to Brother Raj. Pat Parent, are you available? Sister Yvonne, do we have any question on the chat?
No, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry about the mic. I swear I closed it, but okay. No, there are no questions in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Sister Patricia Perrin is still in, but maybe
Yes.
she's trying to unmute herself. But if she comes back, we'll take a question because her hand was up.
Hello.
Okay,
Oh, perfect. She's here. Proceed, please.
Thank you, everyone. I'm grateful, thankful, and blessed to be here. I wish I could have been here sooner to hear it all, but my life started out with worshiping God this morning in church. Also, excuse me, Michael, when you were talking about fear, I had to write down a few things that I turn around fear as focus, faithful, and fire, fire, fire. For F, E for experience, energy, excitement. A for action takers. Get the reactions that you're looking for. Relationships for R. Built with heart from ONPASSIVE. A real done deal. So stop the fear. Go with the focus, faithful, energy, excitement, action takers, reactions, and real done deal. So that's my excitement for today, and I really wanted to pass on. Stop the fear. Everything is done. We are all fine, and praise God each day because He gives me the strength and wisdom and guidance and no fear to come on and chat with you. Sorry I couldn't have my camera.
Amen to that.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Good to see you, Patricia.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
We are always delighted to have you.
That is loaded. Thank you. I'm going to change my fear to be my positive using that.
Yes.
Using what you just said, Sister Patricia. Wow.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Pat. We appreciate you. Brother Rush, are you available, please?
Yes, I am always there. Here in India, it's 2:30 a.m. Still, I'm here.
I know you want to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's,
Proceed, Brother Rush, with your question or comment.
Unmute yourself, okay.
yeah. Wow. Thank you so much. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The galaxy of intellectual. What a great session! Striking, top notch, extraordinary, completely rocking, and undoubtedly Mr. Michael Williams, master, great legend character upon passive. Today you are rocking. What a tremendous session you are taking. Neat and clean, so honest, with a great mindset, so visionary and futuristic attitude. I hats up for your incredible, outstanding, and that's a marvelous presentation and top class question and answer. Wow, that's the beauty of a great leader, my dear friends. And hello, Dr. Beanie, thank you so much. Great intellect inviting me and all great team of US Dream Webinar. This is really a wonderful platform and I always love because this is creating millions of sparkness. Wow. On past is coming just like wildfire and going to penetrate a global market. Yes, why not? A hearts up. Sir said, wow, customer is going to be boss. Why not, my dear friends? Customer is going to be one of the best, to define our business in today internet arena. Our CEO said AI is going to be just like oxygen, and we are winning the race of AI. But customer is just like oxygen, another oxygen, which is going to empower your business. Today, competitive business era of environments, it's easy to forget that customer is the most important person in organization. Customer have the power to make or break your business, and they hold the ultimate authority to fire anyone from top to bottom, my dear friends. Customer, they are the boss, and on passive, the SaaS business model is going to ultimate way to design your life. Yes, why not? The sell, customer, huge potentials. It's coming on the way, my dear friends. And on past we're shaking the world, we'll be shaking the internet. Why I'm saying that? Today, internet web 2.0, huge corruption each and every place. But on past, we're giving the ultimate solution to power the world. We are redefining the internet. We are lightening the face of internet. We are the universe of the internet. We are the future of internet. And we are to make this such world where we will be creating a millions of smile in the face of each and every one. 8 billions of the people, more than 8 billions of the people on bad or and passive is not going to left anybody else, my dear friends. We will be touching, we will be completely rocking all top 1 to 500 top fortune company, and will empower each and every sector: education, health, energy, security, telecommunication, retail, my dear friends. Because don't forget, we are also getting top class future products. I mean to say that will be completely bringing paradigm shift in each and every sector. That's why I want to quote our the Earth Angel, Mr. Asmo Farah, incredible man on the planet. He said that if you have 1% confidence, believe in ONPASSIVE, trust in ONPASSIVE, you are the great poison of your life. That's the beauty of ONPASSIVE, rainbow beauty. And ONPASSIVE is unparalleled, unmatchable. Why? Because we are uplifting the global humanity, and we are here to make the best business of the world, most conscious capital, capital business, my dear, capitalism business model, where there is scope, endless possibility to empower each and every one. Could you imagine this poor man when he will come attract to us on passive ecosystem? Yes, he can teach on kids, London of Economics, wow, Harvard University, Stanford University. Could you imagine what a paradigm shift on passive setting? That's a beauty. That's a new era of internet. AI, machine learning, deep learning, blockchain, 3D printing, all disruptive technology is coming and endowed, integrating in on passive, and on passive is giving the new era of internet, that is golden era. We are defining industry 4.0, industry 5.0, yes, because Sir said rightly that we are promoting hybrid, sustainable, equity, diversity, business model to empower each and every one. That's the great beauty of this platform. And I have one question, sir. Mr. Michael Williams, sir. Wow, I have one question. And according to our CEO, he said that within 10 years, yes, we will deliver almost 3 phases of on passive. Already, SaaS business model, startup phase, already we have developed top class pillars on passive ecosystem done deal. Multiple data center, it is wow, almost done deal. Yeah. And the biggest victory was when we have got that's Odoment through ICANN and CompTIA registered, and Cisco registered and T-Hub registered. That's a breakthrough on passive. My question is, sir, we are almost getting global payment solution, 100% scratch. My question is, what could be the 3 phase of on passive? First one, it is almost done. What could be second one? Still, Catmo has not started. Okay, we are we want to see traffic in a huge number. You already say millions of traffics are coming. So my question is, what could be phase 2 and phase 3 in on passive within 10 years?
Wow. Thank you so much, Brother Rash. My goodness. You are on fire, man. Gee, we love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're always full of excitement. There's no doubt about that, and you certainly don't have a shortage of words. That's for sure. So you have a very full vocabulary. With regards to the phases, again, we just have to wait for the company to to roll all of that out. But I'm not sure how important, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. I believe people want to reap the rewards that they came into ONPASSIVE to reap. And as I said, that comes from us being in a position to deliver the products to the marketplace that we know that customers are going to love. And when customers love something, they keep buying, right? They keep buying over and over and over and over again. As we can see with, iPhone 15 comes out, and even though people have an iPhone 14, they still go buy 15. Why? I don't know, but they do, right? And it's because they love it, right? I mean, people have iPhone 12, and that's still fine, as opposed to I need to have the latest. But that's what happens when you build your brand to the point where it's a household name, and everybody wants whatever it is that you're coming out with. They don't care the price; they're willing to pay for it. When Nike comes out with a new product, people are out to get the latest. Michael Jordan has a new shoe coming out. Everybody wants it. Jordan brand, etc. So I believe ONPASSIVE will be on that same plane, whereby ONPASSIVE comes out with a new product, people are just going to run and go get it, right? And so to me, that's our focal point, as opposed to well, what are the various phases and all of that. That's from the company's perspective. They're the ones that's dividing up the totality of the business into these manageable phases. But for us, as founding members, as you mentioned about Capmo, we just want to be able to see that we have our domain name. So that means we have our site up and running. We're able to purchase the traffic. So now we can direct visitors, potential customers to our business, right? And that's the turning point, I believe, when we're talking about wealth and generating wealth. That's the turning point, because you need that automation to pretty much have a license to print money. If you have automation in your business whereby you just set it and forget it, so to speak, then it really is a license to print money, right? A legal license, that is, right? So, that's, to me, that's where our concern is. That's where our focus is. We'll leave all that other stuff to the company, and when they think it's ready, think it's time to let us know about phase 2 or phase 3, etc., then they'll do it in their own time. But for now, let's just focus on what we have, what we currently know. And later this month, we're going to find out about a few more things. So I look forward to that, right? So I'd rather just kind of focus on the short-term stuff, what we actually have in front of us right now, because it's going to be more than enough for us. All the other stuff that the company's going to be doing, that's all gravy as far as I'm concerned. That's just going to make our business that much more valuable, right? But as far as, what could be 2 and 3, I don't know. I'm not even thinking about phase 2 and 3, to be honest with you. I'm just focused on where we are right now. And I truly believe that we'll be able to maximize all that is there at present, right? OConnect alone, folks, if that's all we had to sell was just OConnect, if that's the only paid product we have enough, truly. But we know it's not it, right? We know there's if you want ONPASSIVE to be a one-stop shop, if you want ONPASSIVE, to have everything that a business would need or that an individual needs on the internet, clearly it has to be more than what we currently have. But the fact that the one product alone is enough, to take care of everyone, it is. If you look at the numbers of Zoom, Skype, GoToWebinar, right? All these platforms that are out there, and combine those numbers together, the one product is enough. Zoom's able to make billions of dollars with one product, just one, right? How much more if you had 2, or you had 5, or you had 10, right? Or more. You understand? So the domain business, GoDaddy, right? GoDaddy makes good revenues by providing domain names to people, right? With OnPassive, people are going to be able to get their hosting, be able to have their own domains. They'll be able to forward an existing domain to OnPassive. Like, we're going to have so much within the space of just domain alone. So you take that, you add that to Connect, you add Tracker to that list, right? I'm talking about paid products that people are going to pay for, right? You start to add these things together, folks. It's a gold mine because I use these products outside of OnPassive. I have domain names, multiple domain names that I've purchased, right? I have email addresses that are paid for. We're using these companies that are outside of OnPassive. So, I kind of understand the marketplace where that is concerned. So when you now come back into the fold, come back into OnPassive and just look at, okay, I don't have to go here and there anymore. I can do all that I do right now just within, right? A lot of individual business owners, not to mention corporations, they're going to see the benefit in having that one-stop shop, right? People don't want to go all over the place if they don't have to, right? When we talk about shopping for clothing and shoes, and that's a different topic, right? But people in general, if they can just go to one store and just get everything there, they're good to go, right? The reason why they go to multiple places is because everything is not there. You understand me? What they're looking for. Because if everything is in one store, why would I want to go, get in back in my car, go drive to another store, get back in my car, go drive? No, people would love to have one-stop shop, right? And so, when OnPassive puts that out there, we have more than enough with just what we know. And what we know is just a tiny percentage of everything. We talked about the data center, right? Being able to generate revenue with the data center and redistributing that, right? And there's a lot more stuff that's going to come down. The traffic itself, being able to generate revenue from the traffic, because other companies are going to come to OnPassive and says, we want you to be the marketing arm for our company. It's going to happen, folks, right? We want you to, create branding campaigns for us, right? That's going to happen. So it's not just traffic for OnPassive, but it's traffic for other companies outside. And that's where you're going to make a significant portion of your revenue. It's dealing with that, right? Remember, OnPassive is not just designed for us, right? OnPassive is designed for everyone, for every business that you can think of that is out there, right? Human resource departments for companies, right? Old staff is still alive and well, folks. We have not forgotten about old staff, right? Academy, right? All these pieces that will come together. But clearly, we're not waiting for all of that to come together, right? The company is putting the essential pieces that you need in order to have Capmo. That comes first, and then they'll add on top of that as we go along. So I believe there's other phases are going to be just that, where you add in other stuff on top of what we currently have. But the first phase is going to produce Capmo. There's no doubt about that. It's going to produce that, and then we just add on to it. So let's just stay in the now if you wish, and we're good, Raj. But you always have great things to say, my friend. I don't know where you get your words from, but I read some of the stuff that you write and some of the message that you send me and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, this guy is a different. You're just different, in a good way, right? In a positive way, So thank you for all that you're doing, and to be up at almost 3 o'clock in the morning in India, like, come on, right? That's somebody who's serious about their business, and yet you have some folks, it's 5 o'clock where they are, and say, oh, they just not paying attention, and yet here you are, and others, as I see others that are here from India as well. to be up for a webinar such as this. Right? That's amazing. So thank you for what you're doing.
Wow, that's outstanding. So great, great. So only one question, last one. Wow, tremendous answers. Why not? Undoubtedly, on passive, just like a supernova explosion, we are creating, reimagining, redesigning, re-engineering new internet, new way of internet. My question is, our sewage bill promised to change the world, reshape the world, 8 billions of the people. But still, in today's internet era of 21st century, we are covering 5.64 billion internet users. And Google is enjoying as a mogul of internet. Meta enjoying 3.5 billion users as a mogul of internet. My question is, what is our plan for, especially on passive, to cover 8 billion of the people? Because we are shifting into 4G to 5G, 5G, my dear friends, and Wi-Fi to Li-Fi. We are talking about a laser internet, quantum
Right.
internet, new forms of internet.
Yes.
What is
So
the solution to cover 8 billion of the people?
yeah. So it. I mean,
Provide
that's very easy, my friend. Right. That's very easy. Right. When you offer something for everyone, right, then naturally you'll be able to cover the entire planet. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's one product and that one product is for everyone, but you may have a billion people, for example, that want to purchase a domain name, right, as an example, right? You may have another billion that wants to do e-learning, right? So, hey, here's Academy for them, right? You may have another billion that wants to use O Tracker because they want to get all the analytics for their business, etc. Right? You understand? So when you look at the variety of products that we will have, it's very easy to take on the entire planet. We talk about Enjoy, right? And when we see what the company has planned for children, right? So it's not just the adults that we're catering to, but it really is everyone on the planet. So everyone will benefit from what ONPASSIVE. Now, again, no one is saying people are going to, and this is what you know what I mean. But we know the potential is there to be able to reach everyone on this planet, and that could be indirectly as well, because when you, as an extension of ONPASSIVE, by you generating your wealth, and then you in turn are creating businesses out there in the community and helping your community indirectly, that's ONPASSIVE reaches these individuals also, right? So you also have the direct benefit as well as the indirect benefit. So yeah, there's no doubt that we can reach everyone on this planet, and there are products that we don't know of as yet, right? There are some stuff that we don't know as products that the company is going to bring out to the marketplace, right? And so certainly, there's no doubt in my mind that we have the ability to be able to reach everyone. Okay, Facebook. Okay, the reason why Facebook has over 3 billion, that's a combination of companies, right? Okay, I bought this company, so now I brought over 500 million people through WhatsApp. You know what I mean, right? Okay, I go buy Instagram. When companies amalgamate like that, then you have a greater reach. So who's to say that ONPASSIVE doesn't buy one or two companies down the line? Who's to say, right? The bottom line is we can see the possibilities that this company has the potential, especially when we talk about artificial intelligence, because it is the next wave. So when you're talking about that, AI is going to impact people's lives all over. That's something that is going to happen. It's not maybe it's going to happen. Just like we talk about with crypto, blockchain, the technology itself still has growth. The technology, right? The cryptocurrency side of things is one thing, but the actual technology behind it, the blockchain technology, that's something that's totally different, and that still has growth and development, in the future. So we're going to touch a lot of things, as in industries out there. So people are going to benefit one way or the other from ONPASSIVE, and we, as brand ambassadors, stand to benefit from all of that. That's why all of us should have a big smile on our faces every single day, just for that alone. Because you'll be able to do the things that you want to do in life. Go the places you want to go, interact with whom you want to interact with, and care for those you want to care for. Maybe your passion is seniors, and so you want to put up, some better living for seniors. Maybe you want to have some good nursing homes, and you understand. There's a lot that we can do. Our education system is in turmoil. Maybe you want to be ones to set up proper schools and giving people more access to education. And there's so much that we can do. And so I believe that directly or indirectly, we're going to touch every single person on this planet because of the mindset, because of the model that ONPASSIVE is. That's what's going to make the difference.
Wow, that's incredible knowledge, I said, and hats up for your mind-blowing, sensational, powerful, stunning, astonishing, and completely dazzling knowledge. Why? That's a great moment. Finally, I want to say, my dear friends, let's fire, create millions of sparkness in your character. This is the time to awake up and create a history. And your name is going to be golden chapter of ONPASSIVE era, new era of internet. Thank you so much, Mastermind, Mr. Michael Williams, sir, empowering us with your great, outstanding knowledge. And thank you so much, Mr. Wow, great man, Mr. John, sir, giving top class update. Thank you so much, each and every one. Great stalwart, champion, fighter, unstoppable international leaders. Thank you so much, Dr. Beanie. Wow, first international lady Q for your outstanding. What a smile, always $1 million smile in your face. Create a voice and always giving a top class feeling. That's great. And thank you so much, Dr. Passes, lovely sister, and Dr. Perry, Jen, Ian Monde, and Ian Pin, each and every one. You all are rocking air. I love this platform all the time because this platform is creating a standard, ethical, and we live the dream of ONPASSIVE all the time. That's a beauty, okay? And
Thank you.
finally,
Thank you so much, Raj, my friend.
You are the champion of, and you will be the champion of hopeless. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raj.
Thank you, Brother Raj.
Love you, sir. Thank you so much.
We love you too.
Wow.
We love you.
Over to you, Dr. Beanie.
Thank you, Brother Raj.
Thank you, sir.
Just to let everyone know.
We love you too much. Thank you so much. You are, or you were on fire. We thank you.
Absolutely.
Please have a good night's sleep, right? Sleep well, my brother.
Absolutely.
I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Pat, please.
Yes, because it's now 5:30.
Yes, 5:30, I think. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Brother Michael, for really giving us your time. Thank your wife and your kids. We don't take this for granted. This is weekend for people to sacrifice family time. This is a true spirit of an ONPASSIVian, a selfless person. So if you can just sum it up for us, they will say, in it to win it, and you can leave. Give us something to take home with us till the next. No, it's a month. We get you only once a month, Brother Michael. We need, and somebody say you injected jet fuel. Just give us the last dose.
There's nothing more left. It's out. You have to bring in food.
Man has been drained out. Come on.
Thank you, Brother Michael. Thank you. Now, okay.
You have to bring in food.
Everybody's on my case. Everybody on my case. I'm going to let my brother go because I want him to come here every month. We really appreciate you. We thank you for your time today. Again, he's going to be with us on May 19 for Fire Chat Part 3. I love this Fire Chat series. Everybody said I should let you go, so I'll let you go. I wanted him to close, guys, but I'm going to let you go. We love you. If we can all unmute ourselves in it to win it, we'll be here till 5:30. That's 4.5 hours on a platform. It's about 5. Actually, we'll be here 5 hours. 4.5 hours. Our sister hasn't broke. If you are doubting Thomas, you can see. Thank you, Brother Michael. We love you so much. The gym team appreciates you. We appreciate your time, and we appreciate you coming to inject us with that jet fuel. I think that somebody said that. I'm going to use that. So we're all in it to win it. And
We need to win it.
We are in it to win it.
We need to win it.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. All in it to win it. And I promise, Jim Sim, our planning today is going to be short. Okay.
Thank
You need to win it. Check the gym team and WhatsApp group.
Take care.
Our meeting. Thank you.
We love you, Brother Raj.
Brother Raj.
We love
You're a good man.
everyone.
Queen Pat Perrin, thank you. It's been a while. Thanks for coming again today. We love you, sister.
Thank you, Dream Team.
Brother Mumu, we love you.
You need to win it, everybody.
That was mindset. Thank you, sister. Wonderful, wonderfully done.
Thank you, Sister Julie.
Queen Julie. Thank you, Sister B.
Hey, Brother Rash is gone?
Wow.
Hey, Brother Rash, come back, oh.
No.
Please, Dr. Bini. Dr. Bini,
let's go plan for next week. Thank you all. Bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
In it to win it.